He's third in the overall with $6,000 in earnings as we're ready to go. And here's Nellie Miller of Cottonwood, California.
And she's on Sister. Rafter W. Mini Reba is a registered name. She needed to focus on that first barrel, and that looked nice and smooth is her key word. She comes up here to the third barrel. She's going to sit, grab that horn, get centered. She's going to set the pace for the rest of the girls.
Nellie Miller to the finish line, stopping the clock at 17:30. There's the fastest time we've seen so far.
That's the fastest time, and look at how sound she is with Sister. Those horses get a little bit lost as they're running up to that third barrel. You can see lots of pocket, but she rides her deep past that barrel and turns around.
Nellie Miller, 17.30 as she kicks off the stirrups. A great start here on Sunday. Now, Emily Miller from Weatherford, Oklahoma, on pipe wrench, sitting second in the overall right now.
Registered name, Nomis D35, and he's so calm coming in there. Oh, and just rubs that barrel, but it stays standing. She said she was just going to roll with things. He's running so hard for her. They have a great team. He runs really low. See, his head is really low and long. See if she can keep up to Nellie. Absolutely, 17:37.
Check that 9,000 has her in the lead in the average right now, and at 17:37 puts her second here today.
First barrel, she had to check him really hard, lifts that leg. Good thing she did. I think it would have gone down if she didn't pick that leg up.
Yeah, they cut it close. I mean, this is a fast track, and the competition is oh so close here in Calgary this year in Pool A. So, Emily Miller with a 19:37, and we move along. Jana Greemsman from Piedmont, South Dakota.
This is Jessie, Cloudy Illumination. This is her sister Jill Moody's horse. Doesn't have a lot of runs on this horse. His specialty is inside, smaller pens, a real square entrance. So he gets a little bit excited. As you can see, these are race horses. She does a great job jockeying him, a little longer with her two hands going across. She's going to switch hands, and she goes to the left, and he's going to power around. She just has to get a little more aggressive, right forward. You can see that they're having some communication problems there, but it's a clean run for her. She might be in the mix.
She's yet to win the check here in Calgary, and she'll be way off the mark at 18:69 on day 3.
Jesse's coming around these barrels. You want to see them really long strided and powering around, and he's got a lot of momentum going up, and so that's going to be breaking his stride, which means a little bit slower in time. Another run tomorrow, Jana.
One more chance for Jana Greemsma to win big and get into the top 4. The top 4 after tomorrow in Pool A will move on to Championship Sunday. Now Kimmy Wall, winner on day 1 and second in the overall.
And she says the harder she runs into the arena on Foxy, the harder she turns. Slight slip on the hind end there, but she still has quite a bit of speed, that advantage, how hard she can run in to the arena. See how she does here on third barrel. Talks about this mare, TKW Bully's famous Fox. She is spicy with her attitude.
She's got one eye on the clock as she stops the clock at 17:56. That will leave her third, Kimmy Wall and Foxy.
Yeah, and a decent third barrel. Goes off slightly, but her time was lost on the backside of first where just a slight stall, but she's still in the running.
The Utah Cowgirl, who's putting together a pretty good-looking stampede, already winning $7,000 for second in the overall. Now, Pamela Capper from Cheney, Washington, on Toby.
Little Peppa Gold, registered name, borrowed horse, owned by Bobby Scott. She said yesterday she cued this horse with her voice too hard and knocked that first barrel. Let's see if she can get around there. And it's still standing. Great job. Look at her go. This horse clocked so fast. She would have been in the money, second place yesterday. And no! The barrel goes down. That's going to be +5. Back tomorrow.
And Capper's hopes crushed. Make that a 22:76 when you add the 5-second penalty on the barrel.
And just rubs it on the backside. She's doing a great job teaming up with a horse that she literally has 3 runs on.
Yeah, lost her great horse, Jessie, a 14-year-old brown mare. Passed away in June, now working with Toby. Giving Toby a pat. Pam Capper finishing at 22:76 as we move right along. And here's Cassie Mowry, winner on day 2, sitting 4th in the overall with $5,500 in prize money on her horse Rocco.
This is Rescue Sucker Punch, owned by Robin Weaver. It's Dash of Fame Bloodlines. And she'll ride up here with 2 hands around that barrel, just like the trainer Brandon Collins does. He's had much success on this horse, and they changed it. Oh, the barrel goes down. That's unfortunate. You can see how low that horse is getting in the ground. They changed the shoes on him the other day, and she's been clocking so fast.
And she just saunters across the line at 5 seconds to that 17:49 for the down barrel, 22:49.
You can see, look at, he was about to lose some footing, but changing those shoes, he kept his hind end underneath of him and was able to power around. That's what experienced jockeys can do, change up.
Spends a lot of time in the futurity world, raced in 3 rodeos last year. She'll be back for one more chance here tomorrow, but still looking good with that $5,500 in prize money. Now Jackie Gander from Abilene, Texas, 7th overall, yet to win any money. She's got to get going here today. This young cowgirl, only 20 years of age, was a 2-time qualifier at National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah, it's a little different Stampede for her. Last year she made it into the Final 4 right off of the Pool A, but she's on Cartel. Cartel's Fame, owns son of Dash to Fame and Streak and 6 Bloodlines, a 9-year-old brown gelding. She worked him this morning, just walked through the pattern several times because he's very fragile mentally.
Jackie Gander from Abilene, Texas.
She won a lot over the 4th on him. She smoked down that first. Look at how aggressive she is. She growls at her horses as she turns those barrels. She says when she growls, it makes her ride more aggressive, and she's got a clean run. Let's see if she's in the mix.
Here we go. Dashing to the line, Jackie Gander, 17:58.
She's in there.
That'll leave her 4th right now.
Have a look at how aggressive she is, just using her spurs to help his rib cage move around that barrel. She'll be happy with that run.
Jackie learned to ride English, was pretty good at jumping and dressage before making the move to the barrels, and she's in the big leagues here and well acquitted as we move to Paige Willis from Bristol, Florida on Judy, 9th in the overall. Yet to win any money, she's got to go today.
Brownie's Dasher, Paw Jones, and Suncross Bloodlines. This is a young horse of hers that she's trained. Her sole focus is going to be that 3rd barrel. She said she got lost on day 1. Yesterday she knocked it, so let's see if she can get around there. Trying to shoulder her in, but she gets around. She was moving up and down. Let's see if she clocks.
Time to beat a 17:30, won't get there. Half second back at 17:82, 5th place for Paige Willis.
You can see that these horses are anticipating the turns. This is their 3rd run in the arena, so they know the pattern. They're wanting to do their job and they're trying to hustle, but that's up to the jockey to get them past those barrels and turn back around.
Paige, the WPRA 4th place finisher in the rookie standings a couple of years ago. Here's Katie Garthwaite with a new horse today, trying to change her luck.
Yeah, this is Rhyme. Rhyme's girl, 6-year-old squirrel mare, daughter of Frenchman's Hula Guy, and she gets around that first barrel, owned by Kyla Simmons. Doesn't have any experience on this horse. She was talking with Carmen Parmesan and saying, just go. Carry a whip with her. She's turning. Hustle home.
Katie Garthwaite from Merritt, BC.
Nice.
17:61. And a bounce-back performance for her.
Oh, that's so exciting. Look at that smile on Katie's face. What a jockey, as we expect, because she's working on movies like The Revenant.
Yeah.
And she can get on any horse and have success.
When they look for stunt riders, they look for good riders who can fall off a horse and not get hurt and make it look bad. But Katie, yeah, with The Revenant and some other movies, trying to do one in the real world of rodeo here today. And she gets under 18 seconds for the first time. And it's got to be tough to do on a new horse, but she's done it here today. Now, Kirsty White, sitting 3rd in the overall from Big Valley, Alberta, the top Canadian.
She's on Racy Special Tech. She said she had to ride smarter that first barrel, and it's tight. She clocked yesterday with it being long, so let's see how she'll make out. It's important that her horses are trained correct. 4-wheel drive, let them do that job as they keep their feet underneath them. All 3 are standing. Let's go, Kirsty.
Bolting to the line, watch the clock, 17:44. 3rd place for Kirsty White here today.
She goes to the left barrel first. It doesn't matter if you go to the left or the right, just as long as you complete that cloverleaf pattern, and jockeys are always happier when they do it fast.
Some great turns for Kirsty White, 51-year-old barrel racer, and a pat for Racy. And Kirsty looks like she may well have stamped her ticket through 3 days of competition, finishing third here today. She was third in the overall on the first 2 days. But the day belongs to Nellie Miller from Cottonwood, California. Top of the ground means first to go, and that trend continues with that time of 17.30 seconds. And so the starter on all 3 days, the leader today, and that's the fastest time we've seen in 3 days, 17.30. Emily Miller right behind her, and then Canada's Kirsty White